sorry about the two videos here. We had a little issue with the phone, but we're just back. We're still teasing. We're almost finished. So just keep teasing along until you get all the pieces of the hair. Like we were talking about, you just back combing, you're taking your comb and going down through the hair. This hairstyle is not going to be something that you can just brush out right afterwards, because we are teasing so much of the hair and there's going to be so much hairspray. It's probably going to be like this all day. We don't want it to fall down during their routines or anything like that, so we are going to use a lot of hairspray. So they may need to, if you are ready to have the style come out, they may just have to wash their hair. And then I would suggest after that first wash, maybe using like a detangler when you brush it that first time, especially for the babies and the level ones where they're not used to having their hair done like this. So that way when you do brush it out, that it doesn't hurt them. Okay, so we're almost done with our teasing. This is our last little piece here. So we're gonna flip everything back over. And as you can see, it looks a little bit crazy. If it's not as high as we want it, then we're gonna go back through and tease a couple more pieces. Her hair, I think she just washed it yesterday, so it is a little bit clean, so we may have to use some baby powder or something just to give it some texture. As you can see, it's still just kind of fluffy and laying. So we're gonna do a little bit more, and then we're gonna go up higher on the hair because that part didn't get really any tease. And we want the top pieces to be kind of have a lot of volume. The top pieces up here, because that's the ones that we're going to see first. So we're going to tease a little bit more just at the top. Hairspray got away from me there. It's spraying on its own. Okay, so we're going to try it again. Flip everything back over. Kind of just brush it out, smooth it a little bit. You don't want to brush all the tease out, but you do want to have it looking kind of smooth. Just smooth, but with volume. And with the dark hair, as it gets, you can see the tease. We'll come over here. Like right here, you can see where I've teased it. So if we're gonna smooth out the top layer, you're not gonna be able to see that as much. With lighter hair, like blonde hair, it does show a little bit more just because the hair is a lighter color. So you may have to just do a little bit more smoothing. Just be careful not to brush all of your tease out. And this is the sample bow, so the tails are really big, so we're not going to be able to quite see the bump over top of that, but that's okay because she still has, she has her poof, she has her her bow in, everything is smooth, doesn't really look like it's tangled up, but then yet she has some volume in her ponytail. And you can always kind of, once you get it smoothed out, kind of just bump it up with your hands a little bit. And then we're gonna spray that just to give it some volume. If you do have something like this, that is it's called Choose a Tease. It's a volumizing hairspray. If you do that with your hands and then give it a spray, a lot of times it will stay. And then we're gonna take our extra firm or hold hairspray and we're gonna spray it as well. And we're just gonna kind of give it a good spray all over. If you'll come back here, you can see that she does have volume, but her hair doesn't look tangled. We've smoothed out the top layer, so it doesn't look like her hair is matted up or anything like that where we did tease it. everybody's hair is different. My hair teases a little bit better than hers does, so mine will probably get a little bit bigger. If you've not done teasing on your kids' hair before and you don't know kind of how it works or how well their hair will do, I would suggest just sprinkling some baby powder just to give it some texture, or like a teasing powder or something like that just to get it a little bit bigger. If we would have done that from the beginning, her hair probably would have got bigger, but overall I think it looks okay. And then again, little pieces like this, that's okay. If they have little baby hair there, that's totally fine. That's not a big deal. You don't have to try to pin that and stick that to their head or anything like that. Like we talked about, if there are any bumps in the hair that you can see where the ponytail is not smooth, you can just smooth them out. Again, be mindful of your bow and your poof. You don't want to run the comb through that because it may pull everything down. So if we have like a bump right here, we're just going to pull it together, and then you can just put a little bobby pin right there. And that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be completely perfect. Just do the best you can to recreate this style. Again, try it before our last practice on the 16th. If you have any questions, bring the stuff you're using, bring your comb, your brush, anything like that, and just come after practice and we'll help you and figure out what's going on, why it's not working. After you get everything finished, you want to take a look at the front. Make sure your bow is sitting straight. Make sure that everything is smoothed out. I would give it another spray with the hairspray. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So please try this before our last practice, so that way you're not struggling to get it done the morning of competition. That way if you have any questions, you have concerns, you can't get your kids' hair to look remotely like the style, that way we can help you. So if you have any questions while watching this video, just get me on Facebook, my coach's page, our Champion Force of Jeff City. You can email me, you can text me. Just let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you at practice, and just try to do this before our last practice on the 16th. So, bye guys.